Hello, and welcome to another edition of Chalkboards to Cash Flow. This is episode 7, 5 ways teachers can fund their first rental property, even on a tight budget. Creative funding strategies that don't require a six-figure salary. Think you need to be rich to buy real estate? Think again. My name's Michelle. I'm a public school teacher, and I didn't come from money, but I bought my first rental with less than $6,000 out of pocket. In today's episode, I'm sharing 5 real teacher-friendly ways you can fund your first rental, even if you're on a tight budget. These are all things I've done myself or I've seen other educators do. Let's be honest. Most teachers aren't sitting on piles of cash. Our paychecks are stretched thin by bills, student loans, kids, and side hustles. But that doesn't mean real estate is out of reach. You don't need hundreds of thousands in the bank. You just need to know where to look and how to think creatively. Real estate does require some money to get started, even if it's a small amount. But more importantly, it requires commitment and strategy. You don't need everything today. You just need a plan and one first move. Okay, let's get started. All right, the 5 ways to fund your first property. The first is an FHA loan or a conventional loan with low down payments. This is how I bought my first duplex, just 3.5% down with an FHA loan. You can get started with as little as 3 to 5% down. You do need a decent credit and a steady income. Your teaching job qualifies. This is great for house hacking. Live in one side and rent out the other. And that's just what I did as a new teacher. So for our example, I bought a $200,000 duplex with 3.5% down, which was a $7,000 down payment. So we got into that and we're making rent on the other side. Number 2 are down payment assistance programs. There are grants and forgivable loans just for teachers, state and local programs for educators, nurses, and first responders. Some grants are on second loans with no payments. Check with your city, county, housing authority, or teacher union for examples of these types of loans. It varies from state to state and city to city. One example is California has a Cal HFA loan. Texas has a TSAHC, or HUD has a Good Neighbor Next Door loan. These are all examples that you can research. Number 3 is tapping into your retirement accounts carefully. I used a portion of my 403B to help with the down payment after doing the math. Teachers often have 403B plans. Some allow loans, not withdrawals. You repay yourself, often at a low interest rate. Talk to a financial advisor first to avoid penalties or bad timing. Warning, don't drain your retirement, but this can be a strategic lever if done wisely. Number 4 is partnering with a friend, spouse, or colleague. You don't have to do it alone. Split the down payment and split the learning. Team up with another teacher or trusted friend. You each contribute 50% of the cost and share responsibilities. Write everything down in an agreement or a partnership. Ownership percent, duties, exit plan, etc. Bonus, it's more fun and less scary with a teammate. Number 5, start saving strategically from side hustles. Even $250 a month set aside from tutoring, summer school, or coaching can get you there. Open a separate savings account just for your down payment and don't spend it. Pick up tutoring gigs, summer school, or after-school programs and route the income directly into that account. In 1 year, you could have $3,000 to $5,000 with consistency. Pro tip, automate the savings transfer so you never touch it. So for a recap, let's recap the 5 funding options. 1, FHA or conventional loan with a low down payment. 2, teacher down payment assistance programs. 3, carefully using retirement accounts. 4, partnering up. Or 5, saving from side hustles. Now, you don't need to use all 5. You just need to pick one path and start taking action. If this episode helped you rethink what's possible, here's your homework. Choose one of the 5 funding options to research more. Join our free Facebook group, Chalkboards to Cashflow, and follow along on Instagram at Chalkboards to Cashflow. DM me if you want help mapping out your first deal. And remember, you're not just a teacher, you're a future investor. Thanks so much. Thanks for listening to Chalkboards to Cashflow, where we turn real estate dreams into real-life wins for teachers and everyday investors. If this episode helped you feel a little more confident or inspired, make sure to follow, leave a review, and share with a friend. And don't forget to join our free Facebook group, Chalkboards to Cashflow, where we support each other every step of the way. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing. And remember, you don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start.